So there are millions of vulnerabilities out there, and a vulnerability in this particular case is this is somebody who has misconfigured something or made a business choice with a piece of software, or maybe the software even has a bug in it that hasn't been identified yet or exploited. Those are vulnerabilities out there, but not every vulnerability that's potentially out there in the IT world represents a risk, because you have to compare that versus what you've actually run in your environment. As an example, if you're not running the really old version of Microsoft Windows from 20 years ago, a vulnerability impacting that version of Windows is not relevant to you. So our universe of risk is getting smaller. The overlap between what we have or care about and what vulnerabilities can affect those things specifically is getting smaller, the conjunction between the two. Sometimes vulnerabilities exist for convenience. Security and convenience are always the two things in a balance. Convenience is sometimes for your business team and your employees, and sometimes convenience is for the IT team. An IT administrator who uses the same administrative password for every system in your environment, that would be a rare thing that anybody thinks of as normal today. They're favoring convenience, but if that password's compromised in any one place, it's compromised in all of them. And users have come to accept that multi-factor authentication is a necessary step to help with account security. It's not as convenient, but it helps prevent many but not all types of password compromise attacks. It's okay to accept the risk of some IT vulnerabilities, even ones that affect your assets, once an informed choice. If the CEO of your organization really wants everyone in the organization to use a new piece of software because there's a good business reason for it, so everyone has to maintain a separate username and password for it, it doesn't tie into any other piece of security you've got, is that optimal? No. Is it manageable? Yes, you can make a reasonable business choice, but that's also something you want to keep on the radar for the future day when it does support integration with your rest of your security posture. And maybe you can make it better for the users by going to a single login, and now they can use their full authentication with auditing for it. The last step, the bad guys, the threat actor, the risk you want to manage is there in the middle. And that's where a vulnerability intercepts an asset that you have in your environment or that you depend upon, and a threat actor tries to exploit it. Those three things together, that little bit in the middle, that's the risk that we're trying to manage. We're trying to do it by pushing the things to the outside edge so that little thing in the middle is as small as it possibly can be.